Welcome to the Hamsley Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Paulo Navarro. Today is Tuesday, June 26, 2012. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at 829. The Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at 293. Both of them were up in the day and then lower, and they're higher and basically finishing a little higher for the day, but basically flat. For the number of 52-week highs, there were 6 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and 16 new 52-week lows for the S&P 500. For the volatility, there were 201,000 contracts traded on the VIX today with 37 million in total premiums paid. For the dollar-weighted put-call ratio in July, we saw 0.81 with 41% of the total premiums paid. And in August, we saw 0.56 with 31% of the total premiums paid. Both months pretty flat here, neutral readings as we pass the day with neutral readings throughout the internals of the market. Okay, here we have the daily chart for SPX here. You can see here we closed at the 0.6 line. We want to see tomorrow some confirmation if we're going to bounce and go through that 0.6 line, or if we're going to bounce back lower and go and test that 200-day moving average around the 1300 level. So right now we're pretty much on a spot to wait and see what happens tomorrow. So far here on the daily action, you can see here we're turning around, but again, one day up, one day down, one day up. In the session last week was the same. We're gonna see what happens tomorrow. CI diff is now pointing lower, so that's one bearish thing here to take into consideration, but still pretty much flat throughout the market. You can see here from June that we started here, we have basically done nothing in the market. Up, down, and we're at the same point right now. On the intraday action, here's the 5-minute chart. You can see pretty volatile movements here today. We started going higher and then sold off here. We were basically flat sometime, and then after Europe closes, we sold off on the rumor that Angela Merkel was saying some comments about the Greece and the Eurozone, and then bounced back, and since then we just went higher and higher and higher, selling off somewhat on the close, but still ending higher on the day, which was positive here on the intraday action. If we look at some targets for the SPY, here we have the daily chart for the SPY. We're looking to break the 0.6 line here, which is right now at 32.22. So we still have 20 cents up, 24 cents higher to break that and go change here our bias to the downside. If not, we're looking for the 29, which is the 200-day moving average. So basically, pretty much volatility is compressed here. We want to see a flush here to the downside, maybe look at new lows here, or break and just go and make new highs, but still the market's not moving anywhere. Up, down, basically flat here. You can see not moving much throughout this area. So we want to see tomorrow confirmation of a breakout throughout that 0.6 line, or a bounce and failing here at the 0.6 line and going lower. That's what we're looking for tomorrow here on GLD. Here we have the daily chart for GLD. We have a down day today, 0.7% down. Still pretty range bound at 52.5662. We're looking at a failing of the 155 level, which is the 0.6 line. Still have not failed there. Yesterday it looked like we were going here. Maybe we're making a lower high here, and then we are attempting to look at the 148 level, which is the triple bottom we've had so far. This 3 lines here, and that will be the critical point to see if it's gonna hold or not, and if it's gonna go lower. Again, if we do break the triple bottom that we form at the 148, we're looking for the 144. The short bias invalidates at 155, which is the 0.6 line to the upside. We would invalidate that trade. Here also you could see that CI flat and CI diff here flat, so not much of a direction trade here right now on GLD. Now we're looking at the VIX. Here we have the daily chart for VIX. We were basically flat, down 1% today. Sorry, Here, here we have the GLD. We were flat today, 3% lower at 1972. We wanted to see volatility below 20. It looks like we're stabilizing here at the 19 levels. So that's what we have so far. We failed to cross here the 0 stick line yesterday. No confirmation today. So again, lower volatility environment here on the market. Last chart we're gonna look at is the number of 52-week highs and 52-week lows for the S&P 500. You can see here we have only 6 52-week highs for the S&P 500 today and 16 new 52-week lows for the S&P 500. Again, we're seeing a spike here on the 52-week lows. We're gonna have to see what happens, if they're gonna continue to make new 52-week lows and draw the market lower, or we're gonna start bouncing here. But again, as we mentioned, we're looking at the 0 sigma line here for tomorrow, some confirmation of break to the upside, or we're gonna fail and bounce lower. That's for the charts today so far. We have a special offer by TradeStation. Get your Hamsey Analytics proprietary indicators paid by TradeStation. Contact Active Traders office in Chicago, Peter Albino, at the number listed below. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.